Hello, I'm NeoGets, and welcome back to the Tesseract server. We're over at spawn at the moment. Pillow is still happily managing the shop. I filled it up a bit more the other day, went and emptied out the farms which are over there in order to put some things in here. Seems like someone's been along. A couple of things are gone, so that's great. You know, it's lovely to see that it is being used. A few things had been used when I came over. So yeah, I just completely redid that. Because those are at spawn, they regrow automatically, regardless of people being on, which is great. Oh yes, I need to check that. Still nothing. Looks like I'll have to head back to mine to at least get the items I have access to, because I put a tree up on my roof. But as you can see, it has no decorations at the moment. Has lots of spaces for decorations, but nothing on it. The decorations aren't going up for a while yet. I'm thinking, the sort of week before Christmas that those will go up. So another, just trying to think of how long that will be then. About another 2 weeks. Yeah, another 2 weeks almost exactly, before I put those up. Don't know why I'm heading down there. Here, there's supposed to be a horse. We have a bit of an issue at the moment. I ran all the way over here in order to get Fenrir and take him back. Got over here, and there's no horse. I was sort of expecting him to be tied up, but if he's anything like my other horse, he slipped his lead, and then the lead despawns because of the timer, which is somewhat frustrating. Not sure why they slip off the fence gate sometimes, but yeah, that would have normally been pretty much fine, other than the fact over here there was a huge hole in my fence. I say huge, it was about that gap between the two torches had gone. Which I was actually quite frustrated by. You can see the hole is still here. I hadn't got the supplies on me at the time to fill that in. But yeah, something exploded. We all know that bit, but no one fixed it at all. So, big risk of my horse having possibly escaped now through that. There we go, put that one back there. Gee, that's going to bug me now. Stupid brain. There we go. Thank you. So yeah, not sure if he did escape through this hole or if he managed to jump over the fence. I don't know if they can just escape round fenced areas or not. I know they're capable of jumping it, I just don't know if their AI will actually make them do it or not. So yeah, Fenrir's missing. Which is a bit of a problem, because I was planning to take him home with me, partially to speed up that journey, and now I have no horse, which is a bit of a shame, and I don't want to go buy another horse, only to then discover that my horse is actually still around here somewhere. And the other issue is I don't think he has a name tag. Because I hadn't had a name tag when I found him and tied him up, he definitely didn't have one from me, and I believe I didn't request one off Autumn when she was testing him for me, so there's a good chance that there's a horse running around that's Fenrir, but we don't know who he is, which would be a bit of an issue. Strange hole. And so, lots of landscaping issues around here. Lots of issues with trying to locate my horse now. So as you can see, the farm's been growing back nicely. We've got an awful lot of each crop, which is brilliant. And when we eventually settle on what we're doing to the centre of spawn over here, the big flattened rectangle that now marks out the rough area we're thinking of building spawn in, if this is correct, I believe it's a 40 by 40 square, and so we've had some very good designs that fit in a 40 by 40 area, which we're playing with as to what we actually want. So watch this space, semi-literally, and it should grow over time, and I will be back and forth in order to see that. So we've got the big map of the area. This here goes out to a few people's things. I think actually it needs updating. I'm not going to bump it off because I could be wrong. It might just be a scale issue that I'm not sure where things are, because I've got to try and relate this to the overlay that we have. Not overlay, overviewer. But somewhere along here are the horse stables, so there's every chance that if I can't find Fenrir, I'll go purchase a donkey and at least take that back, so that when I return again I can bring all that cobble that I'm trying to get rid of. And at some point, gravel needs to be updated. It's so frustrating that it looks like sand when it's not. But yeah, otherwise not a lot actually happening around here. And not a lot at all happening inside the storage building. Alright, none of the chests are missing, that's good. I wouldn't actually have a problem with them going missing, and I half expect if anyone wants more chests in here, them to just take those down. But yeah, not an amazing amount in here. I'm thinking of pinching one of these to get the gold nuggets for the tree. Actually, I might do that. I need that. I need 12 of these. Because I need 4 gold nuggets. I might as well get the decorations together. So let's do that, and then we can put the spare away at least. But I need slime balls and sugar as well, which is a bit of a problem. Mainly the slime balls are a problem, because we don't seem to have any anywhere in here. And I'd love to see what actually becomes of this in the future, because this is just the temporary storage shack until Spawn actually gets somewhere. So I'm really actually quite excited to, actually I need like 12 of those, so yeah, really excited to see what people actually come up with, you know. That should be quite fun. That was completely the wrong thing to do, you know. I did not mean that. Blast. Okay. Let's put that away and try again. That's the one I was actually after. Paper. Paper. Well, it's books. Guess it is in there. So yeah, just the slime balls then that I need. Anyone watching this, if you've got slime balls, can I please have... we go with 12 for ease, because I can't remember which of the items I only need 8 of. One of them I do, and I cannot remember at the moment which one it is, because this is the tree that I built on the previous server for Christmas. I'm building the same server this time, not server, same tree this time, so that will be put up in that same pattern. But until then, one thing I wanted to do was have a look in here, because there is a cow breeding station. Can I reach? Thank you. And I want to replicate it. Now, pretty much I believe it to be quite simple. It's just something to do with the separation of the cows and the babies that I don't quite get. Because you seem to breed the cows here. That blocks something, I'm not entirely sure what, and I'm not touching it, because I don't want to break everything. There's more buttons than I remember. But it seems to be something about you stand here and breed them, possibly just the number of cows and the fact of their height, because the cows fit into a 2-block height, they don't want to pass through the 1 block. So I think the babies then drop down here, and then when they grow up you lava blade them in order to get the drops, is what I think this is. And if you go a little higher, you can access them for breeding here. So, yeah, just wheat and things. He's got a huge wheat farm down here. None of the other players seem to have a large area of food production for themselves. Oops, just realised I still have a hoe on me. I'm not supposed to. Where's the water? Oh, the water's hiding down here. I wonder why the water isn't in the top layer. Oh, it is. That's fine then. You just can't see it there. And then, yes, we've got the automatic chickens. Nice and simple system that works very well. I'm just going to pinch a pile of chicken, actually. At some point, I'll do what I can to get more of the chicken falling through. Actually, if we do this, the feathers are a lot less needed. I've always found that odd about this. If you take out a row of things, if it's this one, it will fill up by number. If it's any of these, the moment you move things around, they can sometimes start messing around, because you'd expect it to take just the furthest over slot, but then sometimes it starts flicking between multiple slots, I've found. It's a bit of a strange issue I've come across, at least in my experience of things, but most of my experience has been single player. I haven't built one of these in multiplayer, so I don't know if that issue exists here in the same way. I know there's not meant to be major differences between the two, but just something that I have issues with. I will bring currency back later to replace the chicken, not to replace, yeah, to pay for the chicken. I'm not stealing, I've just not got anything on me. Because I came over to grab the horse and start making runs. So if we head this way, we can have a look over at the donkeys. See which one we think we might purchase. And then Autumn has said we can take the donkey before we make payment. That is allowed. So I might well take her up on that, because as I say again, anything I could make payment with is back over at home. I've got 2 more diamonds than I need at the moment. Who are you? Sorry, just going to pay some attention to this random horse. Just in case it's a tamed and things one. Nope, you've not got a saddle on, which implies... No, and I think mine had more health. Could be wrong, but I believe so. Sorry. All I can remember is Fenrir was brownish. Can't remember exactly how brown or what pattern. He's literally just a horse that I found, tamed, and tied up, and then went back to the pyramid. Very little memory of the guy, unfortunately. But he was a really good runner, which was the annoying thing. And he was mine. So I'll probably just end up purchasing another one of those. Right, this is the way. If we head over here, there's a horse in the sheep. There's a hell of a lot of eggs on the floor. Wonder why there's a random horse in the sheep. Who are you? You could be anyone as well. I have no idea, but good luck guarding all these animals. Or good work, I mean, more than good luck, as the fact they're alive implies he's been doing his job quite well. Here we have another horse. Can't remember why these 2 horses are out here. Could have sworn there was a sign or something somewhere that said it. But I'm not sure. There's lots of really nice horses around here. There's this one, but we have no idea who he is. I didn't remember him having diamond armor when I came by last time. Could just be my memory failing. I was sort of in a search for Fenrir at the time and not paying that much attention. So if we head this way, I think we get to the breeding area. Yeah. These are all the horses for breeding. Could have sworn, yeah, this one for some reason's over here, when he has a stable over here. I'm not quite sure why these 2 have swapped. But I get the feeling that the breeding might happen in the central section or something. I'm not entirely sure. Now these are something to do with speed, jump height, and not a clue. Probably health. Yeah. Yeah, health. So there we go. Speed, jump height, and health are recorded for that. Here's Autumn's own one, it seems, which is quite cool. So yeah, these are stock that have very good breeding. And there's Adorable Biscuit. But you're not allowed to take these ones. There we go. All horses in here are to keep for breeding. So got to leave these ones alone. I believe the horses in this section aren't for sale. Yeah, animals in this field and in the stable aren't for sale. But then these other fields are for sale. If we head out of here, there's a sign somewhere about here. There we go. Near field, speed 19, which is really fast. Yeah, 20 over there. So yeah, this lot are really fast, which is really good. Then we have the 21 and the 22. So Okay, interesting. Untamed ones that have no stats, so that's interesting. Get random luck with that, but I'm very tempted to purchase a 19, you know? What's the best way to get into that field? Let's see. Here we go. There's this one with a lovely pattern on it. I like the patterned ones more than plain, you see. These ones are all very plain. This one at least has a pattern to it. So that's very tempting to be the one I purchase. Other than the fact there's a gorgeous white over there, but it's... I don't know, say only a 22, I think, in that field, but that's still quite fast, actually. Where's the sign? Yeah, 22 is the same as what Fenrir was. So, ooh, might claim the white one, you know? Might just have to do that because he is gorgeous. Let me go see if I can find a saddle to borrow. Oh god. Yep, this is the problem that happens when you're in here. You get stuck, and then you can't find your way around very easily. You've got to try and not let the horses cross between fields. It's a little bit chaotic, at least when you're me who doesn't actually own the stable and know what they're doing. So let's look around for a saddle. I've got 2 saddles back at home, so I can bring a replacement over. But I am going to saddle up that white horse, move it somewhere, possibly just into this field temporarily, leave a sign for Autumn so she knows why, and make sure that I am allowed to purchase this horse before I take it off the property. Sounds like a good plan. Right, get it in the right slot. Tends to help. There we go. So let's see what we can do for... Whoa, that was a good jump. Ooh, that's a good horse. So there we go. We'll take this one. So let's leave it here a moment. Do a nice little balancing act. And locate a crafting table. Going to just leave Autumn a sign. Hello! What are you doing here? I have no weapons, my sword broke. Actually, can I stand as far away as possible in order to avoid causing any explosions? Yeah, if we just leave a little sign, because I don't know how many... Ooh, she has slime. Might have to ask for some. Only has the 2 name tags, so a little bit too valuable to borrow one of those. Oh, can't get past. Not quite sure why this extra column exists then. But let's go leave a sign explaining that. Possibly borrow another saddle though and pinch a donkey as well. And put that in here. So let's just... I meant to find a way to make this obvious. I wonder. Beautiful. Move the white horse. May I buy units? There we go. So, fingers crossed that will be answered. Can I get a sign on top? Probably by climbing. Hopefully though she'll, if she doesn't understand the sign, might see the video and understand. So, fingers crossed, that will be our horse soon, which will then take the name Fenrir, because I get the feeling, as say, having not named him and having no idea where he was, what colour he was exactly, other than somewhat brown, I might have to give up on him. Because I've not seen any signs of him anywhere. Oh yeah, I forgot to check how many hearts the white horse had. How alive can I keep you, given my propensity for fall damage? Excellent. That's not too low. So let's go have a quick look at the donkeys, but we won't pick one right now. I think I'll run back and forth with some payment before I do. Not actually sure. Hello, they're loose. Not sure where the donkeys are. Oh, that one's got a name for some reason. Wasn't expecting to see a randomly named one. Oh, that's a pretty white horse as well. Hello, you. You look remarkably similar to the one I've claimed. Wonder why there are loose horses out here. This one belongs to a specific horse, which is quite nice. And I'm assuming this is just a bench for the pond. You know, just sit here, watch the sunrise. Nice view. Sorry, I'm rambling a bit. Just sort of not got a lot to do while I'm over at spawn until we decide what to do with that central area. We were sort of intending to come to a decision on that sometime soon, so fingers crossed it's not too bad. So here's some lovely horses as well. Do we know why they're here? Let's see. Nope, just mentioning about the horses. There we go. Saddles, leads, for sale. Payment for horses. Any oars, please. Yet, I will be bringing some over for you shortly, which is a huge part of why I'm not taking the horse immediately. I'm going to discuss on Skype with her in a minute what she'd like to take for them. I say in a minute, when I next see her on. I don't know if she's on at the moment. But somewhere else around here is an awesome ship that I want to show you. Not sure. I think it's further out if we follow the path a bit. Also got to try and now remember how to get down to that path. Nope, that's a dark cave area. It's definitely not this way. Somewhere around here. That's the training area, so I believe it's down. It's somewhere outside this thing. This is the racetrack and things, which I'll show you quickly. Got plenty of time, so let's just come in here. You've got a racetrack going around that goes all the way around. It's got these lines of gates around, so you can shut them, I guess, to make jumps. I'm assuming that's what they're here for. Oh, that's going to annoy me now. Thank you. And then this thing here is the actual timing circuit for this. I'm not sure, though, which ends start and which ends finish. I don't know if that's mentioned in here at all. Yeah, I'm assuming that's the timing result. But I have no idea which ends actually start and which ones finish. And then in here, you've got the jumping area. All the different heights that your horses can try to get over in the half-step increments. So you can see how well you're doing, which is really cool. Because I'll be amazed if I ever get a horse that can get over some of these tallest ones, because these are huge, you know. So really would be absolutely amazed by that. Hello, I'm just going to jump on you for no reason. Not sure why there's a couple of abandoned horses in here. I'm sure Autumn knows that they're here and which ones they are. I doubt they're actually abandoned. They're just, you know, grazing. Lots of zombie noise then. Don't know how well you'll hear it, because I always lower the game volumes for the rendering, but lots of nice things. Ooh, a little bit of iron. Not going to claim it because it's not my area, but try and find the pathway. Cannot quite remember how to rejoin it. And this is a really awesome overhang. I wonder if anyone's got any plans for that. If they haven't, they should have. Because that is a really awesome overhang. Okay, we found the road again. Definitely didn't go downstairs. So I think if I head this way, I might find what I'm looking for. It's a really awesome ship in the air that I just really like. That darkening sky thing is so annoying. At first it didn't bug me. Now my attention's been drawn to it, it really bugs me. Okay, this one's downhill as well. wonder if I've never actually been this far. What's that say? Don't know. Let's head back and see if we're just being completely stupid about trying to locate this thing. If it's not visible soon, though, I'll just give up on it for now and show you another time. But fingers crossed we can find it. And then we should go take a look at the Skelly Grinder as well, actually. Not had a look at that yet. I need to get myself a good stock of arrows at some point. I am ridiculously low on those things still. Haven't done anything with my Skelly Grinder yet. I'm planning on doing the system, but it depends on the height of the grinder, because it isn't actually that high, the space I've got. Oh, it was here. Oh, hello. And so I want to do the system whereby they drop to being just outside of the spawner cap radius that stops others spawning once it gets over a certain number. Let's just get rid of the egg. Oh, that was lucky. He's been adding to it. Wonder what he's up to. I love all the water pouring over everywhere here. What's this? Oh, I can't read it. Beautiful horse. I'm assuming he's ridden it somewhere. But yeah, I love the water flowing over the hillside here. And I just love this floating skyship thing. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm terrible at building ships, I've decided. I've tried several times. They always come out, for some reason, looking quite misshapen. Never worked out why. They start off so promisingly, and then they just go very wrong. So, somewhere there's a ladder, which will be a bit easier than swimming the rest of the way up the waterfall. So let's just see if we can take this up, show you the view. Because this really is a wonderful spot, and I'll have to at some point visit the cliffside house that someone, I don't know who. Uh-oh, that was stupid. I didn't sprint. I think sprinting was required there. Yes, there's a cliffside house over by the water where I come past when I'm heading over here from my place at Project Pyramid. They've dug it into there. It looks really cool. Yes! I don't know if there's actually a better... Well, God, I always forget that they do that. They let you shift down them. Yeah, I don't know if there is a better way to get up here or anything, and I'm not sure if these are just clouds or if this is going to turn into something else. But here we are. Lovely views over towards different things. So you've got your spawn going that way, you've got autumn going that way. It's really cool up here. That is an awful lot of furnaces. I wonder if they're meant to be like cannons or something. Have a look over here. So you can see the horse track there. Only just in visual range of each other, which is cool. Ooh, water. I wonder if this is a fishing spot. It's certainly big enough to be a fishing spot. Curious. And a nice little storage area, which is quite cool. Aha! Found the bedroom. I always find it interesting to see what people have done to sneak their bedrooms into builds, because there's so often a secondary consideration. Yep, we should be safe. Thank you. That change to 1 block deep of water being safe was a brilliant change. I find it about as unrealistic as the rest of the game, so it fits in really well. And, yeah, saves me a lot. Saves me an awful lot. Oh, the deaths in water I have had over the years. And yep, random nether portal, I don't know whose it is, or why it's kind of hovering there. And then you can see all the item frames loading in already. Part of why I've put the item frames up early is so that if anyone reports any lag issues from them, I'll just, I don't know, think of something else to decorate the tree. But I want to go into the nether at some point because I want to hide up near the top of the tree a piece of glowstone about there, because there's a couple of blocks. I'll take out the top block of wood. It's 10 blocks of wood, and then it turns into just blocks of leaves. So I'll take out the top block of wood, I think, replace it with a lump of glowstone, just that anyone that plays on Fancy has a nice glow there, because I play on fast because I couldn't record if I was on fancy. But yeah, so gotta head through here at some point. These plot numbers are just for rough ideas of if everyone had a 10 by 10 plot surrounding spawn. And 10 by 10 isn't awful, but it's also not ideal. We're looking at changing our minds and going with something more like maybe 20 by 20 or whatever. We've got that open for discussion at the moment still. So here we have Digger's Shack, which is interesting. Okay. Obviously being worked on. Ooh, I quite like the mixed glass here. Ignoring the slight issue where they join because of the rendering. It's probably actually as intended, because I think it's the upper... yeah, it's just the upper pane being brighter. For some reason, white glass is ridiculously bright in comparison to others I've found. I really do find that hard on the eyes. The normal clear glass, I can understand the edges being quite bright, although I don't like the overall effect. But yeah, now we've got all these much duller glasses, I really do find it to be quite an issue. Now, somewhere over here is that cliff top house I was talking about, but I've just had a glance at Audacity flicking away behind the screen and realised I've gone and rambled for just over half an hour now, so I'm going to have to end it here. Next episode I hope to have a little more activity going on. It's just that, as I say, while I'm here and we're not actually doing anything in the middle, there's a real limit to how much I can actually show you while I'm over here, and it takes quite a while to run back to home. So yeah, for now, because this seems to be taking a while, I get the feeling this won't be developed until sort of Christmas is more done, so my shop won't have to move for a while, because that may or may not be moving. We're not sure at the moment what buildings are getting priority around spawn. I don't mind, as say, if I have to move it over towards the farms, not a problem, and because we have the communal farms that I'm just acting as a gardener for, I don't mind just coming over and restocking from those and not having the layers underneath. I just need the footprint there. And I'm just so happy with how visible the tree is. The fact that you can see it so well from different parts of spawn is really nice at the moment. But can't keep the tree up all year round because it's way over the agreed height guidelines we had for things near spawn. They're only guidelines, they're not set rules, you know, but in order to be able to see like more of builds that are going on behind it and things, we've tried to be sensible about how tall we get near the middle. So yeah, hopefully that will get decorated at some point soon. As I say, I think it'll be about 2 weeks before I decorate that, because I only want the colours to go on it just before Christmas. And then fingers crossed this will pop up and I'll have a lot more to show over at Project Pyramid. So I plan to make an enchanting table, head into the Nether, if I can, big if, get 3 wither skulls, fight a wither using the cheaty method that was in a video by Doc, but I'm not sure whether it was Panda or someone who's not Doc, was it? Was it Doc? No, probably not Doc. I can't remember who it was. Was it Seth Bling? Someone did a video on the Minecraft server killing a ton of withers. Could even have been Vex for all I know. Goodness, who on earth did it? No, it wouldn't have been him, would it? I don't know. But, yeah, so going to use the bedrock thing to kill a wither, get myself a haste beacon, get some enchantments on some iron pickaxes, and really speed up my digging of that hole, because that is going to take forever. But fingers crossed, those I get done before you see me next time, because as I say, I don't expect to be around spawn much longer. So really big cross fingers, cross all my toes and everything for that. Then I get the 3 wither skulls. Basically, it all hinges on that. The actual fight with the wither's easy. So yeah, see you then. Take care. Bye.